All right. Hello and welcome to the devlog number 10 for our game Roguelike. I'm Mario. I'm the lead game designer and one of the two people working on this game. And yeah, I didn't manage to get some devlogs out in the last couple of weeks. Sorry for that. I tried to do them weekly before, but there was just a lot of stuff going on. And last weekend, I actually had some stuff recorded, but there was construction going on right behind this wall here, and it was just impossible to record a voiceover. And then I also got a terrible headache. So yeah, here we are. But yeah, there's a lot of new stuff to talk about. I also wanted to do some more in-depth discussion of some topics and stuff like that. And I basically just realized that that's a bit out of the scope of what I actually can deliver here, because that would just take a lot more time than I'm kind of able to invest into these devlogs on top of the working on the game itself. So yeah, we're back to the classic, just me talking and playing and explaining a bit what we've been working on. And what we've been working on is basically overhauling the complete way that our game works, in a way, not for the player, but the way that we kind of set up the stuff in the back. It's a lot more modular now. Oh, here's also some fancy new pickup animations here for the crystals. Yeah, basically what we did is we overhauled the complete map generation system. And it used to be basically that all the levels were kind of one Unity prefab with the way that it looks, like the color scheme, the different assets that can be placed on the map, the colors of the walls and the ground and that kind of stuff, the way that the folding of the ground works. All that stuff is just assigned to the map, and they have a fixed size and all that kind of stuff. And what we try to do is basically come up with a system that is way more modular. So the styling is just one part, and the outlines, basically, you can see here, this is how it used to be in the levels in the demo. We have the mountains out here. It used to be just like this. And there, that will also be one of the things that we can basically now assign in a different way, or different options for them per level. Oh, there's the enemy observer. Crap. Yeah, right. That is also new. There's a lot of new stuff, like I said. But yeah, the most important thing is definitely the way that we overhauled the way that our maps work, and also the way that our enemies work. They're way more modular now as well. And I'm gonna show a bit more what that actually means later on. But yeah, I just mostly wanted to kind of let you know that we're not kind of we've not fallen silent because we're not working on the game anymore. It's basically the opposite. We made so much progress. Like we got a lot of stuff done that I thought would take us like a couple of months out at least until we would get there. So I'm really, really happy with the progress. But of course, it's still a ways to go. But yeah, another thing that is also kind of already prepared in the game, even though it's not yet, there are some parts missing, so we can actually use it. But in theory, or from the technical backend, there's the Ascension system is already implemented, so you can unlock new difficulty levels by beating certain things. Although the unlocking them is not yet implemented, is what I mean. But yeah, so there's just a lot of new stuff, and I wanted to kind of do what I mentioned before with me talking a bit, like kind of over scoping what I try to do here. I wanted to talk a bit about like why, like how our general approach to these things is, like how we think about procedure generation. And because there was some discussion, I think it was in the last Reddit thread about our game a couple, like 2 weeks ago. And yeah, I find that topic really fascinating, but I think I will do that another time when I have some more free time to actually make a video that is a bit more planned out. But yeah, today we're just gonna try to beat this enemy here. You can also hear here the enemies have kind of these voice lines now that I made with like an old Windows 98 or 95 style voice generator. Because they kind of have captains now that assign the commands to the other units around them. I'm really interested to find out whether people enjoy that or find it annoying. I think it's kind of funny, but it might be a bit too frequent as of now. I think it's kind of a nice little touch of personality. Yeah. And also I think this is I don't know if you've seen this enemy yet. The Jeep with the slowing rockets here. Let me think. What did I want to talk about? So yeah, like the main thing, like I said, is not just that we made it more modular, but we also overhauled the map generation system itself completely. And it's way more powerful now. I showed some example of that in the last devlog, if you've seen that. And the possibilities are really cool, and it's really fun for me also. Like I really enjoy that process of kind of figuring out rules to put into the system where I get new cool kinds of maps with different kinds of shapes and that kind of stuff. It's really fun and really rewarding because with the new way that we've kind of set up the way that the levels are generated, those map generators are just one part and not the whole level, or I don't have to design the whole level if I add a new level generator. So that means that even now, I think the variety of maps that kind of actually feel different is like at least tenfold compared to what I was before. And that is definitely something that will also come to the next version of the demo. Yeah, and then also like we have the research system, which I probably should research again here. Start another research. Oh, I did not pay attention. That was my NG. Actually, already lost a life before here. This could be rough. Did not find another crystal field here yet. Maybe you're gonna see me lose here. The new enemies are not balanced at all yet. I have no idea. Like, I've just tried to put in some rough ideas of how they could look, because I have to basically do all of them again from scratch. All right, let me attack this guy. I love the shotgun bots. Yeah, down with you. Yeah, so that's really cool, because now I can just make these new types of landscape generators. Like here, this is a pretty simple map with just like these little hills sticking out. And it's really cool because now, whenever I add some new stuff like that, it just gets multiplied across all the different levels. There are some that I can, if I want to, kind of assign special unique ones, like unique landscape generators to certain levels, because, for example, the more lava-looking maps, I think it makes more sense if they have a kind of certain feel to them. And yeah, and that kind of like that way of thinking about it, we try to like go pretty hard into that direction, because it kind of is a really powerful way to leverage the content that we're producing, and kind of getting the most out of it. And I think it's also really important because it being a roguelike, I think the levels just feeling different and feeling unique is really important. Another thing that this allows us to do, interesting, they even at the tank factory, I'm so very lucky they haven't put one in. Another thing that allows us to do is something that I've kind of started dabbling around with. There are some systems missing to make that really fun yet, is having kind of different mission types, because we needed certain types of maps to make that useful, make that feel actually make sense. Because like if you have a map where it's like survival based and the enemies have to come from different sides, it's very important that your base is in the middle, and there's enough room for and enough different kind of routes towards your map that it's actually kind of interesting. And also, it's cool if I can also then hide other things on the map as well. Yeah, and these kinds of things are possible now. There's some things that some work on the AI side that we then still have to do, but yeah, like I said before, like we just overhauled kind of the tools for our workflow is probably a good way to put it, and that just makes such a big difference for the way that we can work in new content for the game from now on. And I'm really, really happy with that. I'm really excited about the possibilities, and it feels like this is really something that has gotten us a lot closer to kind of getting the game to a done state quicker than I'd imagined. I'm sure there's a lot of like devils in the details that will make me eat my words in that regard. Once we get into implementing all that stuff, there's always kind of, you know, like some things that you haven't thought about that make things more difficult than you anticipated. But still, it's definitely way more powerful, and we are still working on some systems kind of to make that idea of multiplying making the content more varied in different ways, kind of going even emphasize that direction even more. So there will be things like different lighting sets, different kind of ambient effects for the different maps, and I can kind of, if I want, I can assign them specifically, but I can also kind of have a pool of things that get assigned randomly to the map, so that in a lot of cases the maps can be very varied. And yeah, so that's kind of mostly what we've been working on. There's also still the drop system that is not out yet, and the research system, which have seen some new content since last time. Just realized that this map is really going to be difficult to beat, because I seem to have not. Yeah, this is one of the older maps that I made, and it's interesting that I can show you that now. The kind of the different areas here. I can assign different functions to different areas of the maps now, and to kind of spread out the crystals, the resources. I need to support a certain map type, and I have not implemented that yet on all the maps. So I think in this case here, we're just gonna magically win in a bit, like so. Because yeah, I can't win without crystals. Yeah, that was a glorious victory. Let me think if there's anything else I wanted to mention. No, just in general, I think it's really cool how much fun working on the game still is. Like it's kind of, I saw some people talk about kind of game development experiences in the past where it becomes a slog after a while and it gets less fun, and kind of our experience has been mostly the opposite so far. But we're not done yet, so maybe there will be more annoying stuff coming. But yeah, so far it's just we just keep learning and keep getting better with our tools and kind of with the ways that we come up with solutions. That is a really kind of fun part for us, because just as a two-person team, it's very important for us to kind of find clever ways to make the complexity of the game work in our favor instead of against us. And yeah, that is it's immensely fun. I'm really enjoying it. Yeah, I'm gonna try to be more regular with the devlogs again. This was a bit rambly, but I wanted to get back into it because I haven't put one out in a while. I still want to do one kind of more in depth about how why procedural generation and the roguelike metagame is so beloved by indie developers, because I saw some backlash against that. I definitely still want to do that video, but that will be a bit more work, and I don't want to kind of keep me from putting out devlogs. So yeah, so we're just gonna go back to me talking into the camera while playing style for now. And yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out in the comments. I read off them. Also, if you want to talk to us about the game, then please join our Discord. That's definitely the best place for that. And yeah, we will update the demo at some point. I don't know when yet. And we will also do playtests once all the systems that I've been talking about now with the new way that we put together enemies, all that kind of stuff. Once that is in place, we're definitely at a point where kind of you can play whole runs, and you can even play above a single run into the Ascension. So playtesting will become a lot more important again from that point on, because we kind of need to get a feel for how does it feel to unlock certain things and stuff like that. So if you're interested in being part of that, definitely join our Discord, because that is where we will kind of give the opportunity for people to participate in that. All right, that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed the devlog. I have no idea how long I've been going, but yeah, I will try to be back again next week. If it doesn't work out, please don't be too disappointed. They will definitely, the devlogs will keep going, they will keep coming, but I cannot promise to have them in the regular schedule, as I tried to do them before. All right, have a great weekend, and hopefully talk to you on the Discord. We're also on Twitter, of course, if you want to follow us there, at Rogue Command Game. And yeah, of course, follow, subscribe, like, hit the bell, all that YouTube kind of stuff, if you're interested in more devlogs or gameplay videos coming soon. Thank you. Goodbye.